Hello, good citizens of Ghana. It's another day of common sense in Ghana. 2 days ago, between the hours of 8 and 9 p.m., my attention was drawn to an issue which had just taken center stage on social media. Honestly, my heart started to bleed as a citizen of this country when I heard this issue. Fellow citizens, it is heartbreaking to know that while we, the citizens of this country, are sweating to make this country better, people we have trusted with power plunge us into disaster in the most evil of ways. I am referring to the 3 military aircrafts that cost Ghana $150 million instead of $78 million between the year 2009 and 2015. I have more to say on this. Stay with me. I will be right back. To be able to speak to this issue clearly and objectively, I have begun my own research. But in the meantime, I find it important to come out and raise my concerns and views, which I believe is strongly in line with that of the good citizens of this country. Ghanaians, please listen. Someone would ask, who is Airbus? Airbus is a French company that manufactures aircrafts. Airbus, the name that has been on the lips of many Ghanaians for the past 2 days, is the manufacturer of the 3 military aircraft we purchased between the year 2009 and 2015. Airbus, per reports and court ruling, has been found guilty of engaging in bribery and fraudulent deals on aircraft sales, not only with Ghana, but other countries in Europe and the United States. They have been fined $4 billion US. Airbus, as it stands now, cannot be punished by any Ghanaian courts due to how this bribery and fraudulent deal was carried out. But rather, if the withheld names involved in this distraction of the public purse are investigated and found guilty, I believe the right judgments will be given to them. As I speak, fellow citizens, other countries like France, Britain, USA, and the rest have started with their investigation, and they are going to punish individuals who are found guilty. Fellow good citizens, the 3 aircraft purchased by the then NDC government between the year 2009 and 2015 cost us $150 million, which was paid with borrowed money. The 3 aircrafts, which were supposed to cost us $78 million, was purchased at an amount of $150 million. Wow. A difference of what? $72 million. Why? Why are we killing our own country? Are we true sons and daughters of Mother Ghana? This is sad. Fellow citizens, per the report from the international courts and investigations carried out, this evil deal was carried out with an intermediary who is mentioned as Intermediary 5, who happens to be a close relative of a then high-ranking government official. This Intermediary 5 had no knowledge in aircrafts or aircraft business. Nothing! But this Intermediary 5 was allowed to mediate between governments and Airbus to purchase aircrafts, all because of the fraud they sought to carry out. According to the investigation, the said Intermediary 5 was not qualified at a point to step in as a negotiator between the government of Ghana and Airbus in the purchase of the aircrafts, because he didn't meet the requirement spelled out for a mediator or a negotiator in carrying out the deal. But he was only there because his relative, a high-ranking government official, wanted the money in his pockets. Thieves! Therefore, with Airbus serving as an accomplice, they brought in a company which served as a third party in carrying out the deal. A Spanish company who was already audited and engaged in the same area of business. Thieves! Fellow citizens, as it stands now, you and I are still paying back the money that was borrowed to pay for these aircrafts. Allegedly, monies that ended in the pocket of two relatives, just two people. You and I are suffering to pay monies looted, stolen from us by the very people we trusted. Yes, they are saying you and I have to pay for it. After lying and stealing from us, what have we done wrong to deserve this? Why? As citizens, it is time for us to persistently ask for proper accountability, regardless of the government in power. It is our responsibility, you and I, to make sure that people in government respect the trust we bestow on them, because we voted them into power. And we voted them into power to promote our interests and protect our assets, but not for them to come and steal from us and later come back to say their interest is to help the good citizens of this nation. Rubbish! Is this help? Is this the development you people promised? God. Well, as it stands now, all fingers seem to be pointing to the then vice president. That was between the year 2009 and 2011. And his brother, intermediary 5. But for me, as I said, I'm still carrying on with my investigation. And I will present the facts and findings of my investigation. I will provide you with the exact names, time, and place of the dirty deal. So at this point, I want to draw the curtains as an unhappy soul with a bleeding heart. I will leave no stone unturned. Na yi abin da ya kamata, kuma abin da ya kamata ni in bayyana da gaskiya. To make the truth open, that is what I'm going to do. Once again, my name is Yakubu Ghana, and thank you for watching Common Sense in Ghana.